It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go here at Arrowhead. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. He'll just end up a little bit short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going. Here's Purdy. Open man, left side. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Purdy again. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Two minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. 2nd down and 3. McCaffrey now from the pistol. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Purdy now on 2nd down. That one taken in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been a little up and down in this 1st half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that Those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On second down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Look him up on a second down and 8.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask. Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Purdy quickly to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. A gain there of 21. First down, 49ers. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. Hardman now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. First and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
First down, San Francisco.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. Yeah. And he's going to they give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up for 1st and 10. A run with Pacheco. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here comes 2nd down.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Yellow.
They'll stick to the ground. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. That's off the crossbar and in. How did that happen? It's good. And that very likely will be a game winner. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. One last shot now for Purdy. Now he'll air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.